What's up everybody, it's Broken Bones here and welcome to Broken's Bedrock Tutorials. Today we're going to be showing you how to make the concrete blaster. As you can see, this machine is really quite simple to use. It spits out a piece of concrete powder to the player and the player places it right in front of this observer. This observer powers some of the redstone out the back, which makes the whole machine work, and then it gets pushed up and pushed forward by these couple of pistons right here. As you can see, getting it pushed forward right now, and they get shoved forward into the wither blaster where it can be collected. So the setup in the AFK area is really quite simple. You have a shulker box or a barrel right here, which you can use to store all of your concrete powder in, and then down below is a hopper that sucks it all out, and then in the hopper we prime it with 2 stacks of cobblestone in these 2 slots. That'll make it to where when all the concrete's going through, it'll give you some cobblestone to go ahead and push it all the way through, and that way you get all of your concrete out of it. So once your concrete begins to go into the dropper, you can go ahead and take some of it out. Go ahead and give yourself 1 piece in that inventory slot right there. You can go ahead and fill up all the other slots if you want to, and we just got done doing the honey farm, that's why I have this in my inventory. But nonetheless, you're going to want it in the furthest left spot in your hotbar, so go ahead and put a concrete powder there. Go ahead and come to this piston right here, stand on top of this guy, and then you're going to look right here at this observer and hold your place button, which for me is L2, and as you can see, we're just going to continue to place concrete. As you may have noticed, I did not hit a on switch to turn this farm on. You literally just come up and use it, and the wither blaster turns on too. When you're all done placing concrete, you can go ahead and come over here. Your shulker box should be empty, so you can press this button. It'll break your shulker box for you, and it'll either go in your inventory, in this hopper, or in this dropper. Wither blasters like this can handle up to 2 farms coming into them at once. The last tutorial we did a cobble blaster and a basalt blaster like you see here, and that's because they can both go in at the same time. Same is true for the concrete farm, so in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to hook up a concrete farm and a mud farm in this tutorial. However, this will be later on this week. We'll do the whole mud farm in a separate tutorial. Today's tutorial is just going to focus on the concrete section of this, but with that being said, I recommend that if you want to build this farm with a concrete blaster and a mud blaster, that you build it in the orientation that I'm building it. However, wither blaster farms are interchangeable. You don't have to have a mud farm here. You could have a basalt blaster or even a cobble blaster coming in from this side. It doesn't really matter which farm you have. It can just handle up to 2 of them. And I'm showing you how to hook it up to a mud farm, which is quite easy in this aspect. And the fact is that neither of these farms have an on switch. Both of these farms you come up and you just use it just like you did with the concrete farm. And both of these farms over here, there's a switch to turn these on, and that's why I kept those 2 together and I kept these 2 together. And if you guys are enjoying today's video, be sure to break the like button for me, leave a comment down below, share this video with all your friends, be sure to subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss more videos like this one. And with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial. A material list will be down in the description. To start things off, you're going to want to build yourself a wither cage, which I have a tutorial for that, and I'll leave that link up in the top right hand corner there for you guys. And when you're building this, you're going to want to make sure that you put your snowman machine on the west side. In this wither blaster tutorial, I also tell you guys to place in some pistons on the south and east sides. That's going to be directly across from your snowman machine right there. And so once you have all this in place and you're ready to go, then you're going to want to make sure that you have everything chunk aligned just like I do. And if you guys don't know how to chunk align stuff, I also have a tutorial for that, and I'll leave that up in the top right hand corner. And then once you have all of this ready to go ahead and come over here to the east side. We're going to come over here to these pistons, which is directly across from your snowman machine over there on the west. Then over here, we're going to go ahead and place in a temporary block down there. We're going to go 2 blocks down. Come up here, place in a piston facing upwards just like this, and you break those 2 temporary blocks out. Across these pistons, go ahead and place 4 more pistons just like that, so they're in line with your other pistons right here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take yourself an observer, go ahead and come up a block just like this, break that one out, so that way it's right there catty corner to your piston. Then what we need to do is we need to place a block on the face of this one, come down by a temporary block right here, go ahead and come out by 2 more, and then on the side go ahead and place in 3 blocks just like this, and you can break this temporary block out. Right behind this block right here, go ahead and grab yourself some redstone dust and put it in an L shape just like this. Grab yourself a repeater, put that on 2 ticks, another repeater, leave that on 1 tick. In front of this 1 tick repeater, go ahead and place in yourself a block, come out to the side just like this, break that one out, and then place blocks coming across all of your pistons just like this, and go ahead and put redstone dust on top of all of these. Then what we need to do is we need to come up by another block just right here with an observer just like that. Okay. Then what we need to do is we need to go ahead and place in a block right there, and we're going to do the same thing down here, again up here. So placing yourself a temporary block, we're going to come out by 2 blocks, put 3 over here, break out the temporary block. Over here, we're going to place in an L shape of redstone just like this, a 2-tick repeater right here, over here a 1-tick repeater, oops, I hit that, there we go, back on 1 tick. Then go ahead and put a block up just like this, come out to the side by one block, break out that temporary one, and then put yourself some redstone dust right there to connect up to that redstone. Once you have your piston pushers in place, you can go ahead and test it. You should make sure that when it goes up just like this, it pushes the blocks up, and when it comes out like this, it pushes them forward just like so. That'll push them right into your wither blaster. Then once you have all this done, come over here to the left side on the bottom here. We're going to place in a block right there, a temporary one right there. Grab yourself a normal piston, place it in there just like this, and break that one out. Then place 3 blocks on the back of this piston right here, okay? Then what we need to do is we need to place a temporary block in there. Go ahead and grab yourself an observer, place that on that temporary block, and then break that one out so it's facing backwards just like this. Go ahead and put a block on it just like this. We're going to do that same familiar shape. We're going to come out 2 blocks just like this, 3 on this side. Go ahead and break out the temporary block. We're going to put an L shape of redstone right here, and then put a 2-tick repeater right here and a 1-tick repeater right there. Then we need to come up by a block right here. Go ahead and leave the temporary block down there for now. Go ahead and put a block down here just like this, and place in yourself a bit of redstone dust right there. In front over here, go ahead and place another temporary block, or another block and another block right here. Then break out the temporary block right here. Grab yourself a repeater, put it in there in this direction, and put that on 2 ticks. Then grab yourself a torch, go ahead and put that on there just like this, and then come up by another block right here, and then go ahead and put yourself a torch in right here just like that right there. Okay, then right here what we need to do is we need to grab ourselves a dropper. We're going to place our dropper right in line with that right there, so it's catty corner to this piston right here, and then it's catty corner to your floor. Then grab yourself a hopper and put it into the side of that dropper just like that. Once you have your dropper installed, go ahead and come back to the front piston right here. We're going to place in a temporary block right here. We're going to put in a block right there, a block right there, and a block down here, and a block right there. We're going to go ahead and encase that entire block area right there, so that way that temporary block is completely filled up. Then right here, put in a temporary block, come up just like this, put in a temporary block there, and cover that up too, just like this. Break that one out. Grab yourself some water and place it in there just like that so it falls into there, and any concrete powder you put in here will instantly turn to concrete because it touches water. At this point, your farm is pretty much done. We still need to add the on switch to turn on the wither blaster, but now we're going to go ahead and decorate this place. So go ahead and put yourself on a block right here, a temporary block there, come up by one. Go ahead and put a temporary block here and there. Go ahead and encase all of these just like that. Then you can break these 2 out. Then what we want to do is we want to come over here by a temporary block, come up just like this, and then put not a temporary block, but we want to add a piston behind here. So go ahead and put a temporary block behind that hopper. Put yourself on a piston right there just like that, and then you can break that temporary block out. Put another block right here, add some redstone dust on it, and put yourself in a button right there. And then that way, if you want to have a shulker box loader, then you can put your shulker box right here, and when you're done, that'll go ahead and break it for you. Then what you need to do is you need to put another temporary block in there. Go ahead and put a block right there, so that way that's all done and dusted. Bring your roof all the way across just like this. Bring your walls across, and there you go. That's your AFK area pretty much done. I think you can go ahead and come across one more block just like this, just like that. There we go. Once your AFK area is complete, go ahead and come around back. We're going to come to this redstone area right here. Go ahead and put a block right here, and then a block down just like this, and then another block on this side right there. Go ahead and break this block out, and that is right here by your observer right here, right in this area. Go ahead and put yourself a repeater on here. Put that on 4 ticks just like that. Then right here on this one, we're going to go ahead and place a temporary block there. Put one out to the side, put 2 more on this side, and 2 more on that side. You can break that temporary block out if you like. And then what we need to do is we need to take a comparator, put it into that block, and then over here, take a comparator and coming out this direction. Put redstone dust in all of these areas just like that. Once you have this pulse extender built, then go ahead and come to the other side of the farm. You have a snowman machine over here, and right here there's a lever. In the tutorial I told you guys to put a lever here. Go ahead and take that lever and bring it with you. We're going to go ahead and put it on this side over here. We're going to put it on this pulse extender right here. Put it on that block, turn it on so the redstone turns on just like this. And then we're going to go ahead and come down a block just like that and put a block right there. This lever is going to help us know when to put repeaters in, so that'll be handy. So go ahead and put a repeater in there just like this. Go ahead and come down a block right here. Go ahead and put that in there just like that. Then you're going to want to staircase down until you're at the height of this border right here, just like that. Then we're going to come out just like this, and then it should be looking like that at the border right there. So next we're going to go in this direction, but you need to make sure that if you're going to be building a mud farm, then we're going to be coming out 4 blocks. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to turn just like this, because that's the area in which our on switch is going to be for the mud farm. If you're building another farm, then you need to make sure where your on switch is going to be, so you can go ahead and line it up with wherever your on switches is for that farm. But for this case, we're going to do the mud maker in pairing with this tutorial. So that'll come out on Friday. So go ahead and come out by 4 blocks if you're putting that in there too. And then come all the way across here just like this. Go ahead and come 1 block outside the last chunk right there. And it should be right in line with your area right here. This is where your switch just was, your lever. Go ahead and place a block right there. Come down by 1 and then do the same until you're down at the same level as your other blocks are. So go ahead and bring that all the way down until you're 1 block above your subchunk Y level. Then go ahead and come across just like that. It should meet up just like so. So next we need to go bring some redstone in here. So go ahead and place some redstone dust coming all the way down into here, just like this. I think I put some redstone dust down there on accident. And then right here at the corner, go ahead and place in yourself a repeater. Go ahead and put a block up just like this, and then go ahead and put redstone dust all the way across here just like that, just like so. And then wherever the redstone dust ends, that'll be 15 blocks. We're gonna go ahead and break that one out and put a repeater in there. And then we're gonna come right over here and go ahead and continue this redstone dust all the way up here just like so. And I believe we're gonna need 1 more repeater. So go ahead and bring yourself a block up right here, break that out, put a block up there, grab yourself a repeater, put it in there just like that, and then you can break out the temporary block. And at that point, you should see that your snowman machine turns on and it starts hitting the wither. Once you know your wither cage is blasting up just like this, you can come back over here, break out that lever, and then your pulse extender will turn off. When that turns off, it should turn off the whole wither blaster, which it has. Once you know your on switch is working and everything's good, then go ahead and come down below your wither blaster, down below where the hole is, where all your items are going to come in. Go ahead and throw yourself in a barrel or whatever storage system you want. Go ahead and put that in there. And put a hopper leading into the back of that one just like this. That way all your items go into somewhere. And then once you have that in place, I recommend taking a couple random blocks. Get yourself 4 stacks of random blocks that you want to feed into this thing. That way when you're done using all of your concrete doesn't stay in a big old square right here. These random blocks here, these will actually go into the farm and push all of your concrete all the way in, so you collect all your concrete blocks, and then some of these blocks will break, they'll end up in your storage system. You can grab them and put them back in so you can do it again. So now that my farm is done and ready to use, I've got my concrete right here, and I've got my 4 stacks of cobblestone, which is going to be my random block of choice. And then we're going to go ahead and throw our shulker box right there. If you guys don't have a shulker box, you can use a barrel and throw all your concrete in right there, and it's going to go through the hopper into this dropper, which is just fine. So we're going to keep this cobblestone in our inventory, so when we're done, we can throw it in there, and it'll push all the concrete into the wither blaster. So once you see that your concrete is going in, go ahead and go into your dropper. Go ahead and grab yourself 1 piece out of your dropper. You're going to put that in the most left position of your hotbar, just like this. And then you're going to go ahead and stand right here and look at that observer. And all you have to do is hold down your place button, and you'll see that the dropper will give you new concrete every time you place one, and it'll continue to feed it into the wither blaster. So now I'm done going AFK. I've got no more concrete left, and all my concrete has gone into the wither blaster, but we still have this little bit right here. And behind me, you can tell that there's no more in the dropper, no more in the hopper, and no more in the shulker box. But we still have all these bits of 4 stacks of cobblestone right here, which was my random block of choice. We're going to go and take 2 of these stacks, go ahead and put them right there in that dropper. Go ahead and take one of them out. Go ahead and put that in your inventory in the same spot, the furthest left position in your hotbar, and go ahead and hold your place button, and it'll go ahead and push the rest of the concrete into the wither blaster. Alright, so now I've gone ahead and placed all of my cobblestone, so as you can see that's all been replaced. We've got no more cobblestone in the system. So let me go ahead and put myself back into creative mode here. Then we'll go ahead and check out our area. So everything looks good over here. Looks like everything's good over here. We got ourselves our full shulker box of concrete in our storage system, which ended up nicely. And then there's the extra cobblestone that we got from pushing all the concrete in. If you guys are wanting to put a cool storage system on this farm, then definitely check out the link in the top right hand corner. That is the link to my shulker box loading guide. It has 5 loaders in there and 5 unloaders, but the 5 loaders is what you'll use for this farm, and any one of them would be perfect for this farm. If you have access to shulker boxes, then I highly recommend watching that shulker box loading guide, because it's a game changer, it really is. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial. I know you guys are going to enjoy having all of the different colors of concrete in your world, and especially being able to make it without having to break it manually. That's going to be a change for some of you guys. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial, and if you did, please smack the like button and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next tutorial. Take it easy, everybody.